going on, fellow junkies? Horror Junkies 509. Kyle the 13th coming at you again today, you guys. And today is finally going to be the day where I talk about Crypticon Seattle 2019, you guys. I was hoping to do this Sunday when I got home, but I was absolutely wiped. And so I wasn't able to do it. So I just want to talk about Crypticon, you guys. It was awesome. I was only able to go there for Friday and Saturday, but just due to saving money for the wedding. But you know what? I had a blast. Nevertheless, no matter how many days I'm there, it's always too short. I love being there. I love being surrounded by horror fans, horror celebrities, you guys. It's just a different, absolutely, completely different walk of life, you guys. When you get there, it's just so wonderful. When you meet these people, you see how absolutely amazing they are. They play these big scary monsters, but they're the nicest people in the world. I got a lot to go through this year because I did spend a lot of money, you guys, but you know, I couldn't help it. Once you start meeting these people, I just want to go see them again and again and get more and more. But I really had to cut myself off, but that's okay. I got a lot of great stuff to show you. Basically, this video, you guys, I'm going to go through the people I met, tell some stories, show my autographs and stuff like that. Obviously, I did buy some movies and stuff like that, but I'll probably leave it for the update when I do that for next month or whatever it is. But this is just going to be me talking about Crypticon, you guys, my experience, showing pictures and stuff like that, and just kind of talking about how much of a blast I had. So let's go ahead and get right into this, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. I bought a lot, and I got some cool stuff coming, or not coming, but stuff that's going to be, you're going to see a lot of as I go through cons more and more and meeting new people and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get right into the autographs, you guys. I got quite a bit this year, and I'm really stoked. Yeah, so like I said, I'll talk about what I got, I'll talk stories, and then I'll show pictures. Alright, so here we go. I don't know exactly where to start, but I'm going to go ahead and start with this right here. One of the guests, I believe she's pretty new to cons, but I'm pretty glad that she did come to Crypticon. I did go ahead and go meet Amelia Kincaid. She plays Angela in Night of the Demons trilogy. So I had to go ahead and get this big kind of poster print because I like that it has her as Angela, nice all prim and proper, and then two pictures of her as the demon, which I thought was really cool. The poster says, Angela's having a party and it's gonna be killer. Night of the Demons. And she writes, to Kyle, the party's just begun. Amelia Kincaid. And she was absolutely amazing to talk to. I didn't really get a long time to talk with her too much because, you know, there's people behind me and people getting a little impatient, but that's cool. Everyone's excited, so I don't blame them because everyone's there to have a great time. But like I said, I had a wonderful time talking to her. Her and Angelina had an absolute ball together, so that was really fun to see her and my fiance Angelina and Angela kind of hit it off, so that's kind of cool. Alright, you guys, so next I'm going to go with, then I did meet David Howard Thornton. We all know him that he plays Art the Clown in Terrifier. I had to get a bloody picture of him just because it looks awesome. The selfie picture when he takes it after he cuts the poor girl in half in that movie. So this says, no selfies, Kyle. David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown. And I got to say, he was really awesome. We did take a couple pictures with him, and he was just fun. It's one we kind of talked about. He's like, you know, he's friends with Kane Hodder now. People he's, you know, grew up watching. And, you know, now he's friends with them, and there just finds out that, you know, these big scary monsters on the screen are just the nicest people ever. And Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton was a great guy. I can't wait I hope to meet him again someday. Alright, you guys, next I'm going to go ahead and go to one I didn't know was coming. I guess I knew he was coming, but this was still kind of cool for me. I did meet Jason Brooke. He is the guy who's playing Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Vengeance, which is a Part 6 sequel in a weird way. CJ Graham's going to be in it, the guy who played Jason in Part 6. He's playing Elias Voorhees, and I'm really excited to see this movie. And Jason, the guy who plays Jason, his name's Jason Brooks, and he plays Jason, was such an awesome guy to talk to. Like, I really got some good information on Vengeance, and I absolutely cannot wait to see this when it's done, and I can't wait to get that physical copy when it is all said and done. So he wrote, Kyle, stay out of my lake. Jason Brooks, Jason. And so taking a good look at that, what a awesome dude. And he's definitely repping Vengeance, and he's one big man. I will say that. Something he gave me as well. He gave me like a little magnet of Vengeance, which will be going on my refrigerator. Not only is C.J. Graham in this movie, but it also had Steve Dash, the guy who actually played Jason in Part 2, not Willem Gillette, no matter what he tells you. So I'm going to have to definitely put that on my refrigerator, and then he gave me a sticker for Friday the 13th Vengeance. And then I also got a pin. And so, like I said, I was really stoked to meet him because I've been really excited about Vengeance. And yeah, I hope you guys, if you haven't heard of it, definitely go out there and check it out. Alright, you guys, so now everything else I'm going to show you is Friday the 13th related. There was 4 people from the franchise this time, so it was really, really awesome to go and meet them all. So we'll go through it, and I got something big to kind of show at the end there. So the first one I want to talk about is the one who actually surprised me the most. I knew I was going to go meet him, but I didn't know that he was going to be the most fun to talk to. Absolutely love talking to this guy. If you get a chance to meet him, please do. Like, it'll be an experience for you, and it was a good time. I'm very shy when it comes to meeting stars, but when I've talked to this guest, it was very easy for me to talk to. Like, when I first met Kane Hodder, I had all the stuff I was going to say, and I was like, hi. But, you know, this time around, I was very good about talking to him. So, but this one's particular, I was just having a great time with him. I didn't want to leave. I was having a great time. Let you know who it is. It is Harry Manfredini, the guy who does all the music for Friday the 13th. So I went ahead and bought a record from him of the Friday the 13th original movie. I am going to probably buy some of the other ones just because this guy was so great, and I definitely want to support him as much as humanly possible. So it says Kyle, and then he kind of wrote the music bars, and it says and so, you know, the echo, and then Harry Manfredini. So I got this record. I'm definitely going to be listening to it. I love his music. I do personally believe that he is one of the reasons that the Friday the 13th franchise has gone on so long, because without the music, I really don't think it would go as far as it did, especially without that echo that he made. And so that's something I told him, and, you know, he was just really gracious and really appreciative. And so, like, I can't say a bad thing about him. He's one of my favorite guests I've met so far. And I did buy 2 autographs from him, which one of them I will show you much later. So the total was $45. So he was like, you're probably going to give me $60, but if you have a 5, so to make it even change, I'll give you something special. And so I did end up actually having exactly $45. So he did go ahead and sign a little gloss photo of himself, which I just think is awesome. So if you don't know who Harry Manfredini is, this is the guy right here. Like I said, he was just one of the coolest ones I met. It says, Kyle, thanks for listening, Harry Manfredini. And so, like I said, guys, please, if you guys ever have a chance, go meet this guy. He is so rad, and I can't say a bad thing about him. Alright, you guys, so now we'll kind of go in franchise order as for the movie goes. So, Friday the 13th, Part 1. I got to meet Adrienne King, and she was awesome. I was so happy to finally get to meet her. She is #1 Survivor girl from the very first one, and I had to get this one because it's the most iconic, one of the most iconic shots of her, and I get a little shot of Jason in there. But also such a nice lady, you guys. I took Mrs. Voorhees' head with me, and, you know, she looked at it and wasn't even afraid. So she's a badass. She's just not a quitter, and I love it. So she wrote, to Kyle, what about the boy? XOXOXO, Adrienne King, Alice. So yeah, definitely really stoked to have met her. I had a good conversation with her about just being in the movies and then going into wine, because she also does wine. And then she also gave me a sticker, Adrienne King, back to Camp Crystal Lake. So that was really kind of cool of her. Her and Angelina had a great conversation as well. That's one thing I love about taking Angelina to these things, is because I am not very social. I'm actually very shy. But, you know, Angelina kind of gets a conversation going, and then I'll kind of come in and be involved as well. Next, you guys, I did go get to meet another Survivor girl. This one's one of my personal favorites in the franchise. I did get to go meet Amy Steele, which is my absolute favorite final girl from the entire franchise. She plays Ginny in Part 2, and this is just a picture I just had to have. She was so awesome. She took a picture with me and Mother's Head as well, Mrs. Voorhees, and she put one of her beanies on it. You'll see that here in a little bit. And she was just so much fun to talk to, and like she was just she kind of thought it was really cool that she was her. Wow, you guys, sorry about that. She is my favorite Survivor girl. It was her birthday, to the day that I got this, and so right before I went and met her, someone came up with a cupcake and sang happy birthday to her, and she recorded it, and me and Angelina are on her birthday video, so if you guys see it, definitely check it out. I found out she lives in Oregon, which is kind of cool, so not too far from where I live. So it says, Kyle, there's someone in this fucking room. Amy Steele, Jenny. Ooh. And so there's my autograph for Amy Steele, and I will be getting frames for all these, so if you guys are screaming at me, get those framed. It's happening today. I just figured I'd film the video first. And another thing I bought from Amy Steele, I thought this was going to cost an arm and a leg, but it was only 15 bucks. She was selling these little backpacks. It's got the Camp Crystal Lake patch right there, and then it says Camp Counselor. And like I said, this was 15 bucks, just a nice strapped backpack here. And then you unbutton it, and then it's got one of those little jawstrings, so if you can jaw it up and stuff like that. But yeah, I was carrying this around the con, and I was proud of it. She only brought 20 of them, so if you ever see her and you see them with her, buy one. I highly recommend it. Alright, you guys, so last but not least, we did have another Jason in our midst. Not just Jason Brooke, the guy from Vengeance, but I did get to meet CJ Graham, which is Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason. I had him sign my Part 6 mask from a long time ago. This was probably my first Part 6 I ever had, and now since then I do have a lot more. But it says, Jason lives, CJ Graham, Jason 6. But this guy is gigantic. I never expected him to be that big. Like, I always expected I was going to probably measure up pretty good to all the Jasons, because I am 6'3". Nope. If you'll see in the picture that this guy's huge. He's got like half a foot of me on me or something like that. Maybe not that, but I mean, you know, he's up there, and he's just jacked. So that's really kind of cool. Super stoked to finally meet CJ Graham. Kane Hodder and CJ are two of my favorite Jasons, but I really don't have a least favorite Jason, really just except William Gillette. I don't really care for him that much. But yeah, I love CJ Graham. He was great in Part 6. Alright guys, so the big bombshell of the year. This is something I started this year, so the people I've met so far are not on here, but hopefully I'll get a chance to meet them again. And so this is my new Friday the 13th poster. I mean, I have this exact one in my room, but I had to go buy another one. I'm going to get every person from Friday the 13th that I ever meet to sign this. So I'll show you this. I'm going to try and talk behind the camera, I guess, a little bit, behind the poster. But so far I do have Harry Manfredini, Amy Steele, Adrian King, and CJ Graham on here. And so this is going to get framed up. And it's going to be in my living room, and I'm going to show it off with pride. And yeah, every time another year comes around, hopefully I'll keep getting Friday the 13th characters, and I'm going to fill this bad boy up. Just something I wanted to do. Last time I went, I tried to do this with the Dawn of the Dead one, but George A. Romero sadly was not able to make it. And then shortly after that, he was not with us anymore. So I want to do this now. I'm super stoked to have the people on here I have so far. But this is going to be a project that's just going to keep growing. So super excited to have started this, and they all thought it was really a cool idea. So this is it, kind of another good look at it. So yeah, I've met Kane Hodder so far. Hopefully I'll get another chance to meet him and Tom Matthews. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this framed up and put in the living room until next year, and hopefully I'll get another Friday the 13th character. Alright you guys, so that is all the autographs I got. It was a lot of money, but a lot of fun, and these are a lot of great people if you ever get a chance to meet them. That's going to really do it for this video, you guys. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep the movies to my updates, but I'll let you know which ones I bought at Crypticon. I just want to say, you guys, I did have a great time. I see a lot of people that went to Texas Frightmare had a great time. That con, Texas Frightmare, just looks absolutely insane. I want to make it to that someday, but I'm kind of getting myself really known at Crypticon. I really want to kind of be a panelist someday. And so I'm kind of just trying to, meet people and, meet the higher ups and kind of get involved, because I would love to be a part of it. Just since I am a YouTuber, I'm not Mr. Giant YouTuber or anything like that, but I just think it would be kind of a lot of fun. So if you guys are living in around the Seattle area, definitely make sure you come check it out. It is a very small, quaint con. So if you are trying to get used to cons, going to this one is a great way to kind of get your feet wet a little bit before you go to like some massive con. I love it every year I go. I can't wait for next year already. I do normally buy a Crypticon t-shirt, but I had to get it made. I paid for it, and I forgot to go pick it up before I left, and they are gracious enough to mail that to me. So Crypticon definitely has my all my trust with them, and I love Crypticon, and they got my vote for gonna be going to that a lot. I do want to make it to Texas Frightmare at least once, but my home is Crypticon. Alright, you guys, so that's gonna do it for me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a like, comment, subscribe. Tag it with Crypticon, and so everyone that went there or the people who run it can see it. And that's going to do it for me. I'm Kyle the 13th, Horror Junkies 509, signing out just until next time. And you guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer. And I'm on my way to Walmart to get frames. So don't bust me up in the comments over it. Let me know what you guys think. You guys have a killer day.